First, we will, after introduction, our core team would ask questions to him, and then we will take questions from the members of the society. First, I would like to welcome and introduce our guest, Shri Sanal Kumar Sasidharan. Shri Sanal Kumar Sasidharan is a poet, lawyer, and filmmaker. In 2001, he started a film society called as Katsa Chalachitra Vedi. So I beg your pardon, sir, for my mistake in pronunciation.
It's okay, no problem.
Okay. Through this film society, he created three short films and one feature film with crowdfunding. In 2014, he was awarded as Best Director by Kerala State. Among his films, some outstanding are Oral Pokkam, that is 6 feet high in 2014, then Oji Budi Oste, that is Off Day Game in 2015, then S. Durga in 2017, and then Chola in 2019. Through his film, he puts forward strong critique on unjust social system, traditional social evils, exploitation in patriarchal social system, gender bias, and religious fanaticism. Through his film, he encourages global moral values like equality, freedom of expression, humanism, and right to live respectfully. It should be noted that some 6 years back, he visited Sangli. He screened his first film in the Sangli Film Festival. 6 वर्षापूर्वी सांगली फिल्म फेस्टिवलमध्ये त्यांचा जो चित्रपट आहे, पहिला चित्रपट ओराल पोक्कम नावाचा, तो त्यावेळी दाखवलेला होता आणि त्यावेळी त्यांची आपली छोटीशी एक भेट सुद्धा झालेली होती. अँड ही रिमेंबर्स इट. सो लेट्स वेलकम हिम. आय एम निरंजन कुलकर्णी, प्रोग्राम सेक्रेटरी ऑफ Sangli Film Society. And here is our core team members, Mr. Shivraj Katkar, then Mr. Sushant Nikam, and Mr. Abhijit Pore, and Mr. Deepak Patil. Last night, we watched S. Durga, which was sent by you and without any charges. We always remain indebted to you. We are quite thrilled by S. Durga. Since yesterday, our WhatsApp group is busy getting feedbacks from our members. Tomorrow, we are sending all these feedbacks to you. Now, I would start this conversation with Shri Sanal Kumar Sasidharan with first question. Can we start, sir?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So, sir, first minutes of the film was spent on a documentation of a ceremony. What was that ceremony and why it is connected to the main subject of the film?
Yeah, this ceremony, it is an annual celebration called Geridan Tukam. We call it Geridan Tukam, and it is associated with the Kali Puja. Here, there is another. There are variants of Kalis, no, in every part of India. Here we call Muttumari Amman. Muttumari Amman. That's the incarnation of Kali, who actually cures the disease called Vasuri. No? So that's why we call Muttumari Amman. And for that, we celebrate this Garidan Tukam. Every year it happens here. So it is very interesting, people, almost all the male, they devote their body for, piercing and penetrating and going through all the pain and suffering. And that is the crucial part of the festival, actually. They have to go through 15 days of vrata, so they avoid, meat and all, so many worldly pleasures, and finally succumb to this kind of very excruciating, very painful ceremony. called Garudan Tukam. So it is the male devotees offering to the female goddess, the Muttumari Amman. Am I audible? You are
Yeah.
getting what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. So that is very much connected to the film, because there is a contradictory element of the film. One side it is an offering, and the other side it is, both are how females, Devi, concept of Devi, and female as a housewife we are treating and all. So I thought it is when we juxtapose these things, it makes some more meanings to, we can evaluate our concept about womanhood, and how we treat our household durgas, and the durgas which are from the Puranas. So it is a very crucial element of the documentary. So that's why I thought it is very interesting to juxtapose this documentary with the fiction part.
Okay. Thanks. Deepak. Deepak Patil.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
It is my privilege, sir, to see you face to face. When I watched Chola first time, I am getting shocked, and I search for your name in Google, and taking your total information. I'm and last night we saw S Durga. Then I again shocked. We all shocked that moving. Sorry, when I saw this movie, sir, I must tell you that when I saw your films, uh, I remember the writing of our Marathi writer G.A. Kulkarni, which writings were subsequent to your emotions, which are very silenced but very strong messages in very few conversations. We are thankful to you, sir. And my question to you, sir, what is your intention to making this that type of film? Cause Chola, an off day game, or S Durga, crime is the bottom line of your film. What is the intention?
Uh, Actually, basically, filmmaking for me is a passion. It is not. I can't call myself as a professional in filmmaking. It's a passion for me. I was a lawyer by profession, and I quit the profession, and I started filmmaking. It is only because of the thrill it is giving me. I'm not making films for making money, or fame or anything. Fame and all, it comes along with the, more people watch the film, then they will start watching another film, and looking for me. And as you said, you were searching my name and all. So fame is associated to the cinema. It is there. More people, when more people watch, then they will come to know about the filmmaker. But that is, I'm not making films for any kind of fame or money or anything. I just want to uh, I just want to show something which I saw. That is the basic intention. Each of us see things differently. So I think in every one among us, there is a filmmaker hidden. That is why you are interested in films. And I don't think that a filmmaker is a kind of a special class person or something. Yeah, he get a chance to make a film. That's why he became a filmmaker. And otherwise, all the spectators, all the observers of this, the worldly things, everyone is filmmaker. That is what I think. That means when we observe life, we get something, we take something, and we tell something to people. That if we have the capacity to record whatever we saw, then that becomes a film. And as there is no recording options in our brain, we are not recording it, we are observing it. and we take whatever we see and we cut it out something, and we take some cardinal points, and we talk to some people whom we are associated, that I saw this and I saw this angle of this particular event, and there is another angle. That kind of conversation happens, and that is the basic principle of filmmaking also. That is what I feel. That we saw something, we observed something, and we want to say the very the very point of view in which we saw, we observed, to some other people. That is the only point in making films. So what I noticed is our society is built upon the crime and punishment, actually. So it is not a peaceful society. We are living in a society which is controlled by law. It is not controlled by love, or controlled by peace. Our controlled by our intention for peace. It is not like that. Our society is actually controlled by law, and law controls crimes. It is the base of our society itself is crime. That's a problem, actually. That we need to address this problem. That is why spirituality in every religion or in every culture, spirituality says society must follow the principles of peace. It should not follow the principles of crime. But unfortunately, all the societies are going behind the crime, and it is because of the power. It is because of the power system. When we say patriarchy, it is also a power structure. Man is masculine, and they have more power. They use daggers and all. That's why there is a power system. That's why man always try to conquer the women, or protect the women. The notion of protecting a woman also has a problem. It is that means man think that we are somebody, we are supposed to protect a woman. That means we are somebody in a hierarchical state, that a women should be protected by us. These kind of notions are all begins from the structure of this crime, this basement of crime, and it is there in every minds, every minds of a society, because it is there. It is we all belongs to the animals. That animal trait. It dwells into the human beings also. That's why in humans we all try to go more spiritual, and talk about or think about spirituality, or finding alternative ways than law. There is customs in every society. This is not law. Customs are not law. It is a principles set as a basic thing to run the society. Customs are there. It is mostly customs are spiritual principles. And but in spirituality also, this element of crime is there. The element of crime, this power is there. That is why in Sexy Durga, in S Durga, I put it Sexy Durga as the original title, because I want to show that Durga, when we see it in a temple or as a spiritual plane, we call Durga Devi, and when we see it as a woman, see the idol as a woman, then suddenly we have a thought that it's a mere woman, and we can look downwards towards to her. That is the problem in our viewpoints. So I wanted to show that these two words, when we connect together, that makes a kind of violent vibration. I want to put it out, but unfortunately it made a lot of controversy, and it was not my intention behind putting that name, but it happened. So I think it is clear from my answer. Is it okay? What I said is clear, no?
Okay. Sushant.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I would like to ask, why is the reference of Shurpanakha in the beginning of the film?
Yeah, it's actually about morality. I wish to touch upon the morality, the principles of morality. That means Shurpanaga is approaching Rama, saying that I have an attraction towards you. And when Rama says that I have a wife, you talk to Lakshmana. Then she approaches Lakshmana and says that I have an attraction to you. And this law of attraction is universal. It is human. It is even in spiritual plane, even in divine plane also, it says that the law of attraction is there, and it is not at all something sinful. But what happens is Lakshmana suddenly cut off her breast and nose and all. So it suddenly changes into a violent plane. It is not simple denial. It is just depriving her, physical appearance to have sexual intention or anything, even in the future. So that is our problem. That is the problem of our moral principles. Our moral principles are not, very straight or very pragmatic. It is we are taking moral principles in a very different plane, not addressing it as a reality. The kind of sexual attraction, the law of attraction, these things are actually reality. So we are not addressing it as a reality. We are taking it as a power structure. Even in see, in these rape cases, why men forces upon women? It is not because of lust or something. It is a kind of aggression. It is a kind of aggression to conquer the women with an destroy every moral principles of her life. That is what happens in sexual aggressions. It is because we treat morality without even addressing the reality. So it dwells from the Puranas itself, from Ramayana itself. It is there in our blood. That's why a lot of these aggressions, sexual aggressions, mistreatment of women, these are all happening. So I thought it's a good piece to attach with the film.
Just one question again. What is the reference of burning and firefighter in the film?
It is all associated to these, man actually tries to appease women, saying that we are more tolerant, we are more powerful, we can bear more. Showing of strength is like showing that we are ready to get the pain. We are ready to accept every pain, but it is not right. It is not actually the truth. Man get the pain or accept pain only to showcase. Maybe in war or something, this is happening. Otherwise, usually women are women are more powerful for carrying pain and all. But man, on the opposite side, they say that we are capable of carrying more pain. We are capable of carrying more aggression and all. So these are all fallacies. So that is there in the first scene itself.
I think so. I mean to ask that in the initial part of the film,
Yeah,
you have shown something burning up, and
yeah,
that
yeah.
firefighter this going on with siren. So
Oh, okay.
what
That.
uh,
Okay. That is just to build up the atmosphere of something is happening, some crime is happening, or some unpleasant event is happening.
okay,
So it is to build up the situation for the audience.
Deepak?
Sir, when original title was changed due to conspiracy,
Yeah.
what was your first reaction? And can it made any effect on your future project?
Yeah, actually, I couldn't release S Durga anywhere in a proper way. That the film demanded actually a proper release and proper discussion, and it didn't happen. Only now I could release it in YouTube at least. and my future projects are also affected. Even though I have made 7 films, none of them come out after Sexy Durga. So my first reaction was that I should not succumb to these kind of pressures, because I feel that this is an artistic freedom. When politicians and the people who are using religion for politics says that you should not do that, you should do this, and I think artists should not succumb to these kind of pressures. That is my primary reaction. But then I thought that if we are so adamant that I will not change the title or all these things, and the film is not censored, and the film will be totally banned in India, then I won't be able to screen it anywhere. So I thought, okay, then I suggested that I will cut the 3 words. I will say S Durga. Then they said it's okay, but it is stupidity actually. Yes, Durga also implies the meaning of what I mean in the original title. So I thought it is okay. But unfortunately, as you see, the film has nothing to do, in a controversial way with the spirituality or religion or anything. It is not talking anything against the religion or goddess or anything. It is talking the realities of our society. But unfortunately, it is not even. It is not banned. That is true. But there is some hidden agenda working against the film still now. It is unfortunate.
Sushant.
Yes, sir. There are no typical background music
Yeah.
in that film. Why you do not use background music in that film?
I I think the real sound has more effect of horror during night, because in night, even I am not even showing much in this film. No, I have shot the darkness, the night as it is. Usually in films, people shoot night with a lit up condition. So night is the most beautiful thing to be shot in films, because they use a lot of light, and you can make a mesmerizing visuals. I wanted to show as raw as it possible in this film. And during night, even silence makes horror. So I thought I should not use unnecessary music, and until it is very necessary. Only in the last portion and some point where I needed to use some magical kind of thing. So I used music. Otherwise, I wanted to totally avoid this. I think it worked well.
Yeah,
Night has its own voice and music.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
it really worked a lot.
yes. Thank you.
Shivraj.
Sir, hello.
Hello.
It shows that uh, there is no story or script in the film. Why you do not use story for the film? Typical
Uh,
story.
yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. It's like beginning, middle part, and the climax and all. I thought it is for a film. It is not necessary. That is why that's my philosophy. I was trying to explore that philosophy, because we will intriguingly watch something which has an event which has drama in it, and we don't know whether it will end or it end in a particular way. These are all artistic way which we explore in the past, and I thought it is for the current time. It is time we can change the past aesthetic approaches. So I was trying to change that, and I think it is okay even if there is a drama without a climax. We will watch it, and only thing is that there is an uncertainty at the last, at the end, and people won't be satisfied, because in a drama, if you have a climax, people will be satisfied. And this film is not a satisfactory film. It is an unpleasant film, and it ends abruptly making people to think what is going to happen and what is, you should carry the film. And I'm not making films which are very pleasing and which are very satisfactory for the audience, because I think audience are also a part of these kind of films. You audience should apply their mind, otherwise there is no point in making this kind of films, because this kind of films are not going to make any money anyway, and they have some kind of intention that it should attract the audience. Audience means not all the audience who are going to theater for pure entertainment. This is not a film for entertainment, I think. So only a few people will go and watch the film, and those people, I think they must invest their mind and their time and their imagination about the film, and they should fulfill the entirety of the film. It is not like I'm giving some story and I'm giving a complete totality of an opinion. I'm just saying this is half. This is a part of the society, and this is happening. And what you think, and what can be next, and what can you add? This is I think that should be there. That kind of filmmaking also should be there. And I am not saying that it is a perfectionist thing. I'm saying that it is right path. This is a path. This is a different path. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In one of the interviews, somebody asked the same. The interview is available on the YouTube about the story, and Mr. Sanal Kumar replied that there is nothing newness in the stories. So,
Yeah.
so he is interested in putting one incident and initiate a discussion among the viewers. That's a great point, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
The idea, and yes, Durga, we have affected a lot from that. Deepak.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, there is a entertainment in the film industry, and another aspect is message to the people, social message.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you see those aspects?
Message also is an entertainment these days. As news become entertainment. Earlier, films were entertainments, and when television came into picture, serials, soap operas became entertainments, and after a particular time, news channels became an entertainment. Now news is an entertainment. So even messages, people send messages in WhatsApp that very pleasing or a very ethical kind of messages, and we see it and we just believe it or forward it, and we are not taking it inwardly, because when the purpose is lost, then there is nothing remains. So entertainment, the kind of message people say that you should give a clear message in a film. I don't believe this thing, because in every entertaining films, in every commercial film, there is a clear end, and the filmmaker will say that no, this is right or this is wrong, and you should go do this kind of thing, and nobody is going to listen it. Maybe they are listening it, and they are forgetting it in that the very moment the film ends. So it is not going into our minds, because we take it as an external factor. I think we should in Sexy Durga, I think the film never ends in a screen. It is a continuing process, and when you say that yesterday you saw the film and there was a conversation, I feel very grateful, because it was continuing. It was not finished then on a screen, or that is the very purpose of the film. So if I finished the film there and the message was there, and then there is no purpose in this conversation at least. So I think that is my point.
Sir, I want to ask you that why the road is selected as a main location in the film.
Road is always my fascination. It is in all my films. So it is. There are two, three things. one is that shooting in a road is very comfortable for me for many reasons, because it is a moving frame. You won't get bored very easily, because each second you are getting a new frame, new vision. So there is a possibility that the cinema, the pace of the cinema going fast. So that is one thing. And another thing is that nowadays we are living more on road. We are not living in our house. We are going to house for sleeping, and most of the time we are on road. We are traveling. So and life also has a parallel, like it's a journey. So many things are associated with this road thing. So that's why I'm so fascinated with this. And sometimes I feel that okay, it is boring and I should change the path. Even then it comes again and again. So I thought, okay, that is the fate, or fate of the filmmaker, to go again and again on that.
Uh, Again, I want to quote him
Sir, I can, can
in the same interview, that the same question was asked about the road, and Sanal tells us that the road, in the days, the people on the road are very law abiding, and in the nights the darkness of the road enters into the people, and it generates the monsters from the people. It was very beautiful quote of yours.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
so many things on that.
yeah. Sushant.
Yes, sir. Sir, what was the exact intention of the gang in the beginning? Did they want to really help them, or did they want to abuse the woman?
So that I want to keep it as a ambiguous kind of thing. So I don't want to say a clear thing. So these are wrong people. These are good people. Most of the time, human beings are a product of circumstances. It is not. I don't believe that a human being is very good or very bad. Everybody has a kind of gray element, and this gray element is more in every human being, and it works out according to the situations. It changes. There are elements. That is what I said. Our society is governed by law. It is not governed by the element of peace. That is because we have this gray element in everyone. Every human being has this element of falling into the other side when an opportunity or a circumstances get opened to that particular person. So many things are there in this gang. Sometimes we may feel that okay, they are going to help. Sometimes we may feel that they are very aggressive. And also there is a problem in approaching people with help. That also is a torture sometimes. That in the case of women and man feel that we are bound to help, and they need help from us. This kind of thought also has a problem. That is the baseline of inequality. So if we feel that women are also equally capable, or some other people also is equally capable of managing a situation, then there won't be this forced kind of help. And this forced kind of help comes from the power system also. It is also a hierarchy kind of thing. So because in this film, this lady talks Hindi, and suddenly when these people, they understand that she is a foreigner, she is talking Hindi, then suddenly they feel that okay, we are privileged, we have more power, and we need to protect. And this kind of prejudices, these are all problematic. That what I feel, it is all problematic. That keeps the baseline of inequality always there. And it should change. It should change, but it won't change very fast, because it is all very well hardened in our minds, in the society's mindset. So it will take time to change.
Yuvraj?
Hello, sir. Do you want to give any message to the society by this film?
No, no. This I don't believe in giving a society a message, because I don't feel that I am standing on a higher plane. I am equally vulnerable to the social evils, and social any kind of thing. An artist, I don't believe that an artist has a better standing than any other citizen. An artist is also a citizen or a human being. He has this gift of art, and that is very that I was writing this 2 days back, that people think that artist has a better plane, and they have better position, and they are capable of giving society a message. I don't believe in that, because art is something a magical experience. It is sometimes people say that art is a hysteria. People says that Dostoevsky is a madman. So it is there. A human being can be mad, and maybe art is a madness for a society which think that art is mad. So I can't say that an artist is capable of giving a society a message. But artist has a gift that he can see things very differently. It is maybe some other point of view, or very telescopic view or microscopic view. That is, that, see, each and every one is having this kind of different kind of viewpoints. But mostly, what people say, do that, they are succumbing to the common social, beliefs. So that is why people don't think much about the different aspects. When a society says that this is wrong, then a citizen, then a human being suddenly accept that, okay, this is wrong, and they are not going to argue that there is another plane or another point of view that we can argue on this. But artist is a little bit mad, so he goes on and challenge that we can look upon this, and there is another point, so maybe another point of view we can discuss. So that is the only gift an artist has. Artist can't give any message, maybe some suggestions, some point of views. That is the only thing we can do.
Deepak?
Sir, when any director want to show any religious foolishness through his film, which are the limitations he or she face?
There are a lot of things. See, religion also is a power structure. Religion has a it spreads throughout. It permeates throughout the world, throughout the society, throughout the human being, and so it is more powerful. If you want to criticize, if you want to show some element which is uncommon, or which is different from the common perspective, then you will definitely face a lot of things. And the more Semitic the religion is, the more crucial will be the criticism. And same thing is like in nationalism, or patriotism, or any political parties or anything. So if you are criticizing, basically, if there are 5 people and you are the sixth one, and if you are criticizing a point made by 5 people, you are bound to suffer their arrogance. So it is there, it is everywhere. And as religion, or religion is it has a better clutches, it has a more powerful structure. So it is very tough for an artist to criticize a religion, or a particular aspect in a religion. So it is there, and we all know that. And when we choose a subject that it may affect or it may invite criticism from religion, we are bound to face that criticism. That's what I see. What I think.
Another question, sir. Do you think politics
Yeah.
effects on films?
Yeah, definitely. That is what I don't think that this film, Sexy Durga, has irked a lot of religious people. no actual Hindus who practicing Hinduism came forward to criticize this film. Actually, I shot the film in a temple. The actual visuals are there. The first 10 minutes I shot it in a temple with their permission. There is no problem, and I told them that this is the film and this is the idea I am going to shoot. There was no problem, but it was problem when the people who practice religion for their political benefits came forward and opposed it. So it is politics. It is not religion. The politics actually make use of religion for their purpose. That is why religion is actually not a very bad problem. Religion has many bad problems, but it is actually striving towards spirituality. That is what I felt. In all kind of religion, it is striving towards spirituality. But the problem is that politicians intervene, the ruling class intervenes, the king intervenes, and they want to make use of the religion for their ruling purpose. That is why they make use of this kind of controversies, and they punish the artists who do any kind of opinion on these religious subjects. So I think it's politicians are corrupt. The corrupt politicians and problematic politics is the only thing which is causing hindrance to these artists who do different kind of art.
So I think now we will turn to the audience, the other members of our society, and let them ask their question.
Sir, can I ask one question?
हा आता सुरू करा तुम्ही.
Yes, please.
Sir, how this story has come to your mind? How do you think about it? Whether it was any experience you have heard about it or gone through it, so this story came to your mind.
This is the see this is not an event which came to my mind while I was thinking about the film. This is the totality of the concept that the night, when night comes, people changes their their behavior, and also the mindset also changes, because night is more animalistic, because in light human beings become more saintly kind of people, and night suddenly we will become animals. So even people who are having love in their heart, they are also feeling that we are in danger, so that is the basic idea I wanted to show, how it affects how our nights are. And see, in a society which is very peaceful, night and day should not be different. There must not be any difference in night and day. It should be same, because what difference it is going to make? If you have a good heart, then you won't become suddenly a beast when the light is gone off. So I wanted to show this, and I was trying to analyze what is the basic problem, and why it is happening. And so these kind of thoughts, basically, I make films not with stories. I think about these things, and then I feel that okay, there are so many elements, and I can put these elements in this film. That's why there is no story, and there is no conclusion. There is no climax as in a usual kind of cinema. Yeah.
So very nice
Okay.
movie. It provokes a lot of thought, but I take objection to calling animals violent. Animals have their code of conduct, and we should not say that we are behaving like animals. We should
No,
say that we are
when I say,
behaving like human beings,
yeah,
which is much worse than animals, basically.
no, we are
I
all
have many
animals.
animals in my house, and they behave with perfect respect, and they do not aggress unless they are hungry or something. It's only to fulfill their basic needs. There is no
When I
rape,
said,
there is no murder in animal kingdom. So please don't call animals violent.
no,
I do not agree with that at all.
no. When I said animalistic, it is not pertaining to animals. We are all animals, actually. I studied zoology, and we are all from the animal kingdom. So when we say that we are humans and they are animals, there is a problem. We are all belonging to the same pact actually. So we have better kinds of evaluating abilities in our brain to learn. We have a different language skill to communicate. Maybe we have a more cognitive sense. And animals, as we call animals, they don't have a cognitive sense, but they have different kind of senses. Like a cat can sense something which we can't see or which we can't predict. So we say that it has a sixth sense. So animals, all the animals are having a different kind of sense, and we as an animal, we also having a different sense. So when I said animalistic, it is not a particular thing, it is animals. And animals also violent. In animal kingdom also there is a power structure, there is a hierarchy. In if you observe any animal fact or any animals in the wild, you see that the powerful one will try to be aggressive, or try to dominate. It is there. That is what I said, animalistic. And sometimes animals are more loving also. That is different. That is what I said. It is not we can call it black and white. It is there. Shady kind of things are everywhere in animal kingdom. In plants also, you see there is a kind of dominating tendencies. The more powerful people become, the more dominating they will become. And the crime emerges from
No, no, it's for
this
survival.
power structure. That is the only thing, and I was not offensive against animals in that sense.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Hello. Yeah. Can I
Yeah,
ask? I have two, three questions. One is why
yeah.
you put the name Kabir only. Okay. Then
Yeah.
another is the that all in all the you can say in the movie or whatever, the road is towards like you drive.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
And at the end you have shown the back of it. Okay.
mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So why that is so? What you want to say by doing that? I have these two questions. And another thing is that I feel I have taken this movie as it is based on mainly two, three things. One is bhaya, that is fear.
Yeah,
Then power structure,
yeah,
power politics.
yeah,
Then male chauvinistic society.
yeah.
And I like the approach you have dealt with it. There is no hero, there is no heroine, there are no specific characters, they do not have specific specific written kind of script or whatever it is you can say. So overall the movie moves you a lot. It takes you on your toes, and it makes you think, act and react also. So we are all here. So please answer those questions which I have
Thank you.
addressed.
Actually, I used some references to say the conflicts in the society. One is light and darkness, and other is this name, particular name, Kabir, and the other one is language. This Durga character is speaking Hindi, so there is a conflict in language. There is a conflict in our visual perspective, this light and darkness, and this religion. So it is all to create this strangeness. When people become strangers, then the amount of love, the amount of passion, the amount of attitude, the attitude changes. So we make people strangers when we feel that they are not among one of us. So when these
Hmm.
people, they feel that this is Kabir, suddenly they feel that he is not one of among us. So there is a conflict. So I wanted to show this conflict. It is very silly conflict. They are not asking if he is practicing Muslim or anything. Suddenly they feel that okay, he is a stranger. And also when she says she is Durga and she is talking Hindi. They think that she is a foreigner, and this Kabir is taking away her. So it is like it is the society, this conflict. Why society is taking this, finding conflict in these small things. These are prejudices. They are not investigating into this. They are not even asking how come you are here. What is the purpose and all these things. Suddenly they imagine that there is a conflict and these are strangers and these things are there. So that's why I used this particular name and particular things. So the next one is the that is I think I have used another shot also where I show the backward movement of the car in just before uh, I am coming back to Temple event. I have shown that one shot that the car is running towards the camera. So till that, either the car is either the camera is inside or the camera is moving along with the car, and only a particular these two things. Camera is moving away and gives a perspective that it is coming towards you. And in the last shot, it is like it is coming towards you and you are fleeing. So it is a fear. That is what you said rightly. It's fear. The factor of fear is there, and the last shot it is very evidently that it is coming, and it is a kind of terror, emanating terror, and so I use that. I think it works.
Nicely, it worked on us. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to ask one more thing. Is that you are very successful in showing what you wanted to, show us. That is apt, very apt. This Durga, why you chose that character, which is just, raising the questions. Like she is not proactive or something like that. And any woman who is ready to move in the night, I think maybe should be more proactive, or maybe like we women move in the night and
Definitely.
we are not that much active,
Definitely.
definitely.
I have also noticed, but I think that even the most powerful women tend to be submissive when they are accompanied with a lover, with a man
Hmm.
whom she loves. So they feel
Okay.
that this is a hidden psychology that when a man is there, then women tend to give an honest that he will take care of this. I will just backlash. So that is there.
Is
I have
that so?
observed.
Is that so? You really think so?
No, it is. I have felt it because even many places I feel that even the women are more powerful. That is what I said. The women are uh, more able to wear pain and more courageous and even face. They can face more dangerous things also. But the problem is that there is a psychological thing that maybe it is coming from our religious teachings or customary principles and all that women should fall behind the manhood. That is the problem that we should address it anyway. I think there can be different opinions and
Maybe you are a man. That's why you are thinking like that.
yeah, maybe, yeah. But I have
I
I
think,
believe
sir, that if actually like a cornered rat, if you face danger, the woman will become very aggressive also, even if
I
lover,
know
husband,
I
boyfriend, whoever's around.
yeah. See,
I can
here,
share you one thing that I
yeah,
used to work with women in prostitution in 7 districts. That is in North Karnataka and Maharashtra. I used to travel a lot, and in that situation, I used to come in the night, crossing the borders of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Karnataka police are quite different, and they used to always, break in front, come in front of our vehicle, and they used to tip in like you have shown it rightly, very rightly, and that fear has struck me so hard at that time because I was quite young at that time, and that constant fear is that somebody is approaching me and somebody may take disadvantage of the situation. And I used to say, even if there is a police, don't wait, just go ahead. That I used to tell the driver. So I have faced that fear, and I can relate it very easily with that fear when Durga or other people who are not into the part of that situation can face. So you have rightly put it out, and I really, I cannot say I enjoyed the movie, but I
Yeah,
can say
I can
that
understand.
it moved us a lot. It moved us a lot, and you
Right,
have
right.
seen such a broad perspective in that small time, and small, small moving around in the roads and the nights. Because I'm a night seeker, I always move in the night, but I do not have that fear nowadays. It used to be there before, like you have shown it. Thanks
Okay,
for that.
thank you. And one thing I want to clarify: when women are single, they don't ask, they don't wait for anybody to guide or anybody to look after. They will straightly go and just they will declare war. So that I have witnessed. But what I said is love. In Chola also, I have deal with the same kind of thing, that love has a problem in man-women relationship, because
Right?
we
Love
feel
makes you vulnerable.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah,
But not
yes,
when it
exactly.
comes to self-preservation, I think. If it's
So
faced
it's
with danger, we are going to fight back, whoever's around, love
so
or no love.
there can be individualistic differences, but broadly when you see it as a problem. That is what I observe. And I don't claim that I am the authority to comment all these things. I just observe this thing and I put it for the viewing. And there can be difference of opinion, and there can be different arguments. And I think it should be there. Otherwise, there is no purpose in this.
So a tigress is very aggressive when there is something
I,
around. So
there is
it's
no
like
doubt
that.
about it.
If you are
I'm not
going to kill me, I'm definitely not going to stop by and wait.
definitely. I understand.
And
Very
why
alpha
that
people
North
doll
Indian
people.
again, just to have that minority thing? Why
Yeah,
not?
exactly.
Why
Yeah,
that North
there is
Indian
this
again?
principle of
Just stranger.
yeah, stranger kind of thing.
Stranger
Very
anxiety is a
alpha
very
plus
different
soul.
phenomenon now. Mhm. Yeah,
Pardon?
Yeah. Paranjit, ma'am.
something. Yeah, stranger anxiety is a different phenomenon which everybody experiences. That is also depicted in your movie, which is nicely came out with. It reaches to us definitely.
Thank you. And in
Thanks
our
for a good
reality
review.
also, reality also in Kerala, there are a lot of foreigners, North Indians, or from Bengal and this Northeast. People are there, so there is a physical reality also. So yeah.
I
Anybody?
can go on typing. Others I also should ask. I can go on talking on the about your film quite a lot. Like 2 hours, I can talk on that. I have, I am into that movie since yesterday, but I have not given any reactions on WhatsApp because I cannot write very fast, and basically I didn't have time. So I said, let me speak to the director directly. So your movie is a director movie. It is there is no space for anybody in it. Not for the musician, not for anybody. There is no space. This movie is of yours. That's all.
Thank
Madam, now it is the time that you can ask anything.
Okay, I have. We can go on talking like that. If anybody has questions, please do raise your voice.
you.
Sir, namaskar.
Namaste.
Sir, Durga is on one pole and Durga Devi is on the other pole.
Yeah.
So when they are made crash or clash, the matters. What is your opinion?
That is the reality. So
Okay,
yeah,
thank
it's
you.
Sir,
yeah.
I have a question. There are two shots where everything is turned upside down. So what
Yeah.
did you want to say there?
this, you know, there are so many meanings it can evoke. If I say that, I wanted to show this, I am actually denying other possibilities of interpretation. I don't think that I should make clear of every single every shots, and I interpret like a critic, because then I am just negating other possibilities for other readings. There are so many things. When I am actually interested to listen what you think, what what picture or what feeling it emanates when you saw it. So it can be different kind of opinions, and I'm very interested to hear it.
Suddenly you feel giddy and disoriented, and maybe it's a different view. So is it for the people who are hanging upside down on that?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities are there, lot of possibilities, and suddenly it breaks the usual perspective. When a film, when we see films, we don't expect that kind of perspective. So there is a sudden perspective change. So yeah, there are so many interpretations, and in grammatically also there is a perspective change.
I expected the end like this, so I can guess. I guessed it well. I said it will be definitely like this. So it was like that. Anyway, one more question is that Maruti van or some van was there. It was totally, with the lights and with that typical loud jazz music. Do you want to say something on from that angle, which we have interpreted something, but what you want to say?
Really, it's like it is our physical reality actually relates to our mental conditions. So uh, we actually impose a lot of our feelings, our imagination to our physical reality. So that's why at the end of that area, these two people, what they may be thinking, that their mind is full of fear and full of delusions and all. So it is changing to another plane or another imaginative plane or something. So that's why I thought I will use this kind of unnatural, or breaking the reality kind of thing. So it has many possibilities of many interpretations, and I have read a quite good reviews about this thing, and yeah, I feel that this is the plus of these films, the films I make, because I invite a lot of people to interpret. Okay, you see the film and you interpret, because there are so many openings you can engage yourself. It is not the kind of engagement that, so many funny thing. I'm not making any funny kind of uh, what you call. There are so many in typical films. There are so many funny scenes and all. So you can be engaged in this tamasha. So otherwise, there are so many things, so many openings you can engage. This is the typical kind of audience I actually want. That is why the Film Society choose to screen the film after it was produced in 2016, and we are talking it in 2022. So that itself shows that the film is not for a particular audience in a particular region, particular language. Then we would not have talked like this. And now also people are thinking that it has different plane and different language, different perspective. So that is the plus, and I'm so grateful to hear these things from you, and it is actually encouraging me a lot.
Thank you, son. One more question I have.
Yeah.
The Kabir takes that tool when they come out of the car for the first time. He returns back and takes weapon something with him.
Yeah.
And then again, when it was detected, this Durga asked him, "Why you took that?"
Yeah.
He remains silent on that. He says, I felt it like that.
Yeah.
It's you know. So what do you want to say that whether weapon gives you strength to fight? What do you want to say? What is your say about that?
And
It's
why didn't he use it then?
yeah, that's you can be having a
Now, now the
different
now the
opinion.
script is in your mind, man.
What is that?
Now the
What
script
is
is in
that?
your mind.
No, no. I asked the question about script and the act itself.
Yeah, it is about generally I can say that weapons are useless. Weapons won't save humanity from any danger. That is our reality, and we are not understanding it. So that we are making weapons, and we are procuring weapons, and it has so many edges so that you can read in so many planes. Maybe nations buying out weapons and accumulating weapons, and these are becoming useless. So we are witnessing this uselessness of weapons these days, because it is only threat. When people threaten you with something more dangerous, or if you are facing somebody who is ruthless, then all your weapons are useless. So
Yeah.
so there are so many possibilities
Sir,
to be.
one reaction is there from
Just you want to create the possibilities or ambiguity in viewers' mind. That's all what you want to say.
Yeah. So, for example, I can say this in the current perspective of Ukraine war. So the NATO is more powerful, and they are saying that come, you fight, you bomb them. Nobody can do anything. They are just waiting because they don't know how dangerous the other guy is. You know, so it is. These weapons are useless. That we are facing. That is a reality, and it can be
But sir, if
this kind of.
Ukraine was nuclearly able like India, Russia would not have dared to attack it. They were asked to go remove all the nuclear weapons. And
See,
even if you don't want to use it, it should be
see,
a deterrent.
these things are our notions. These things are our.
No, weapons are made to use.
God.
That is the notion which we have.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Also as a deterrent, just as a
okay.
deterrent. We are
No,
not
see,
using it against Pakistan, but
no, no,
Pakistan
no, no,
and
no.
China
The
know
thing
we
is
have
that
it.
no. I
So,
totally
so
disagree with
what
you.
is the representation of this weapon that is that is to it's for the use. So deterrent. What she said is right.
That is,
Either it's just
but
to a threat
yeah,
or protect
it
you.
depends on the mentality. That is the thing. So if the carrier of the weapon is having that mentality, then definitely he is dangerous. If this Kabir, who is the carrier of the weapon, he has that kind of mentality, then definitely that may be useful. But he is basically a lover. He is running away because of some problems associated with this love. So then you have love inside you, and there are oppressors outside, and they have no weapon and you have weapon. Love prevent you from using it. You can use the weapon at first hand only. You can't wait for somebody to hit you, and then can you imagine using a nuclear weapon second time? No, you can only use
Again,
it.
love makes you vulnerable.
Yeah, there is a problem when we say love makes vulnerable. We are not understanding love in a proper sense. That is the problem. So either we use love for persuasion, or keeping us our false morality and all. Love has a better perspective, and that is the spirituality always trying to teach us. But the problem is that religions always hijack the spiritual principles of things. This love, that is the problem. So if the love, that the spiritual nature of love spreads all over, then there won't be any problem. In Hindu scriptures, it says that Vasudhaiva Kudumbagam, and Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, and these things are there. And they say that Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam. That means all these are from the God, and we are all disciples, and we have equality, and we have nothing to say. We just use and live and die. That's it. So this is there underneath every principle, every religion, this spiritual principles. But the problem is that religion intervenes, and religion make use of this, the power hierarchy, the power system of the, spirituality can also be used, just like love can be used for your purpose. So that is the problem. Unless we identify that where is the problem, or at least think about it, maybe we may not be able to identify in our lifetime. We may be thinking, and maybe our children will find out the real problem. Then they will start working on that. So it is a process. So it is a long-lasting process, and we can't say that in one film or in one discussion or in 100 years we will solve all these things. It will not be solved. People will make weapons, and they will fail to use it. Then they will suffer the consequences. Then they will understand that weapons are useless. Then they will go search for love, and what is the alternative thing. So these are all there. This is all part of our study, the process of learning of the entire living beings. So that is what I said. It is not. We can say this is right or this is wrong. There are so many gray elements, and we need to identify them.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody?
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
You have shown Durga from a north side. I have observed the linguistic discrimination and south south-north discrimination in Kerala while I was studying there. So, do you think that if you have shown Durga from the same region, the situation would have been different?
Yeah, definitely, definitely, because people make their judgment according to the situation, according to the when they feel that this is Kabir, or this is Durga, then suddenly a judgment comes in. These are all based on our actions are based on our judgments, and judgments are all based on our prejudices, and they don't ask, or they don't think that whether this lady fleeing for what. They are totally blind on that. They take a judgment based on their prejudice, and they act upon that, and that makes difference in situations. So it's normal. It's normal.
Means this discrimination is adding fuel to that situation. Yes.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It do.
आणखीन कोणाला काही विचारायचं असेल तर जरूर विचारा.
Good evening, sir.
बोल ना.
Sir, comparing to Hindi movies, Malayalam movies are very much with content. So, what is the reason behind it?
I think we have a lot of good filmmakers here. We had like Aravindan, Adur, then um, so many John Abraham. So there was a different movement. There was a parallel movement, and it was there in Bengal also. There was a parallel movement, and fortunately, we in Kerala, this parallel movement is still alive. That's why we have this. That this parallel movement is not making any money, but this parallel movement provoked the mainstream cinema, the commercial cinema, to make different contents, because these are all happening in a same plane, no? So in the same state, and when the parallel filmmakers, the artistic filmmakers come up with new ideas, new things, then the mainstream or commercial cinema also is tend to do different kind of things, look upon into different matters. That may be the reason. That is what I feel.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
In the last incidents, when they enter the cab again third time,
Yeah.
The face masks are worn to this couple who
Yeah.
were the victims, and not the gundas. Why it was done? We thought first that the gundas are shown with the face mask, that like Ravan and all that. Then why it was shown? It
No,
is actually this for this couple.
they're all wearing masks. They're all
Only
wearing masks.
gundas also.
Yeah, yeah. They are all wearing different masks, and it's all
Yes, yes.
yeah,
And they took out face mask of this couple.
yeah.
Why those face masks were very dangerous or fear, making fear thought to
It is.
mind.
There can be many interpretations. Like when these things prejudice comes in our mind, we attribute a different image to people. I don't think that whoever we call bad, or a stranger, or anything, we alienate people as per our imagination. It may not be their reality. So there are so many possibilities
Yes,
of reading. Yeah.
yes, yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody? I want to
The
share
location
one
of
reaction.
the
I want to share one reaction from WhatsApp. Somebody shared that the sound you have used in the film, especially the horns, then the trains passing by, then cars moving fast. These all sounds, they are reflecting male aggressive dominance. What do you feel?
So it was not intentional. It was not intentional, but can be reading. I like that reading.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yuvraj, you are asking something.
It's a male dominated world. So it is like that.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
sir,
Uh, Actually, I have no questions because all questions are covered by all members. But it was again a very great experience watching your movie
Thank you.
as Durga. And if you remember, we met here in Marathi Film Festival, your Orala Pokkam in
Yeah, yeah,
Sangli.
yeah,
हम
yeah.
एक हाँ इन फ्रंट ऑफ भावे थिएटर हम
Yes,
लगभग
yes.
एक घंटा 1.5 घंटा बात कर रहे थे.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't remember the face exactly. But I remember coming there, and I spent a lot of time. It was
It's
very
my
nice
pleasure to
experience for me.
talking with you again. And uh, the common factor I have seen in you both movie Orala Pokkam and the same as Durga is a journey. So
Yeah,
उसका जवाब भी आपने दे
that's
दिया है,
what
फिर
I
भी वो
said.
एक फैक्टर लगा था. और
Yeah.
अब आपने वो जो कमेंट किया है विजुअल में ही भी स्टेटमेंट आता है कि पुलिसमैन इज आर आल्सो ह्यूमन बीइंग. सो पुलिस से भी क्यों नहीं मदद लेती वो क्लियर हो जाता है फिल्म में. और मैं और मेरी वाइफ भी ऐसे एक इंसिडेंट से गुजरे हैं हमारे कोकण एरिया में और एट द नाइट सेम सेम टाइम लगभग. तो ये रिलेट करता था, बहुत ही रिलेट करता था.
Thank you. Thank
थैंक यू सो मच.
you. Thank you. I remember the experience. I came to Sangli,
यस
and I was there. Yeah, I think I got an award. It was there. Yeah.
यस 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 यस.
Yes. It's very
It is a
interesting.
pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Yuvraj,
sir, we are curious about the location of Chola film.
Pardon?
We are curious
he wants
about
to ask you about
look.
the location of Chola.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
So what is the
We
location
shot.
of Chola?
it, we shot it in different locations. One in Vagaman, and one in Cochin side. It's middle of Kerala, and Cochin city also.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Uh, you made us thirsty now for your films. We want to show Chola now for our viewers, and we want with you
in
to make
person.
a film festival in Sangli. Please come.
Please, it's my pleasure actually. Thank you.
We want to watch all the three films with you in Sangli. So please make
Oh, okay,
time
great.
for that.
Thank you.
So I think most of the questions are covered, and if there are some, so there is it's we have a limitation of time. So thanks a lot, the Sanal Kumar Shetty.
Thank you. It was very
Thanks a lot.
interesting, very encouraging kind of Q&A.
Yeah,
Thank you for
that was quite a sensational session, and we are looking forward to your new project, and we all wish best for all your upcoming projects, and we are looking forward
thank you,
to your visit to Sangli also.
thank you
Thanks a
so
lot,
much.
sir. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All the very best, sir.
Thank you.
All the best, sir, for future projects.
Thank you. Bye.
चला मित्रांनो, तुमचे सगळ्यांचे आभार. हे खूप छान डिस्कशन झालं.
समीर सर.
चला आता आपण निघूया.
ओके सर.
ओके, थँक्स लॉट.
ओके.